Today, let's see if you should actively recover this relationship. Let's pick the last card from the 3, represented by the big ring element. Double-click on the card face to link with it. Remember to choose the word you chose before officially opening the card. Further enhance the induction between the rows of facts to improve the precision of the link. Bye. 1. Have you made your choice? Firstly, let's take a look at the card we drew with the big corner character. For those of you who drew this card, I would still recommend you to actively retrieve it, because from the card's face, the other party he still has feelings, he still loves you, he still cares about this relationship between you two. He didn't say he wanted to let go of you, or that he didn't love you anymore, right? He didn't really want to end your relationship completely. From deep within his heart, he still cares about you and respects you. He still has some lingering affection and actually hopes that the relationship between the two of you can be good. He still has this longing, but it may, because of various high-risk reasons, for example, some ways of getting along with each other, patterns, some inappropriate places, there are some disagreements and contradictions, including physiological issues, that may produce some heart knots between each other. The complaints and negative emotions from the other party, or some external obstacles and pressures, have led to a not-so-good situation between us. However, the other person's feelings for you haven't changed. He didn't exactly express his feelings for you. Oh well, let's just call it quits. If he backs down, I'll back down. I just don't love you anymore, right? I'm going to find someone else or maybe mingle with others. Doesn't have it. In fact, his feelings for you are still there. He still loves you. He still cares. So, I would suggest giving each other another chance to try harder in this relationship. We try to communicate and work hard to solve any problems and contradictions. At this time, never say it's because of the negative emotions of the other party, or some difficult emotions, or being knocked down by these problems and difficulties, right? Even if I still have feelings for you, even if I love you, I still love you, but I don't want to try anymore. This is actually unnecessary. It's purely a waste of feelings between each other, right? So, honey, I will try again to make efforts and regain it. If you don't know what to do or feel helpless at the moment, I don't know how to go in this direction. I suggest you to read Kate's details alone to analyze the situation of the two of you. Let's see how we should adjust, how we should improve, what problems and obstacles need to be avoided. This will be more helpful for you. Next, let's look at the choosing circle character again. We draw this card, the treasures who draw this card. You might need to reassess this relationship because the other person's feelings for you might still exist, but they are hesitating. So his feelings for women are no longer a very firm and determined state. I feel like I must persevere. I must try hard. I can't do without him. I'm just like that emotionally. I just can't get past it. I just want to be together. Maybe he doesn't have my determination and is somewhat indecisive. His inner feelings are conflicted. He's unsure whether to continue or not. Is the emotion in a brief relationship really worth my effort? They are unsure whether to continue this relationship or look for a new one. Their feelings for you are no longer firm. If you draw this card, we will see what you think in your heart. If you say that you love him, right? As long as he has feelings for me, I am willing to be you. Is your love worth fighting for? If you're hesitating about a very pure relationship, if you can't accept it, then don't. Because the other party is still in a state of hesitation. So you need to understand your own needs and what your own bottom line is. If you're unclear about your own thoughts, you can go ahead and ask. Either way, take a look at your current situation. What would be the consequences if you chose to be financially constrained or to be unrestrained? Let's see. In the grand scheme of things, my development is going well. Right? Use this as a reference when making decisions. It might be better this way. So don't waste your time and energy fretting or draining yourself alone. It's unnecessary. If we encounter any difficulties or problems, we will solve them. If there is anything unclear, we will make it clear. Finally, let's take a look at the term language choice. For those who drew this card, she doesn't really care about you getting to know her at the moment. Why say so? Because when looking at the hand, he has a lot of negative emotions towards you. He might feel that you have many strict demands and excessive needs in this relationship, which he can't satisfy. For instance, you may seek stability and security from him, which might overwhelm him. When he can't give you what you want, he thinks you're asking for too many videos, thinking too much. There's just too much about negativity. So, the other person is clearly filled with a lot of negative emotions, dissatisfaction, and complaints. If you take the initiative to reconcile or communicate at this time, it actually won't be much use. Your initiative may not be able to win the other party back. The other party might be in a non-cooperative state, or even have a distant and cold posture. Then it's not worth it. It can't form an effective activity. It's always an ineffective activity. On the contrary, you will feel that your efforts are not responded to, and you will feel upset and heartbroken. Then it's not necessary, right? So friends who draw this card, of course, this relationship may not be suitable to take the initiative to buy and sell, unless the other party thinks it out. Right, let him trade himself. Normally, when he has some negative emotions towards you, it might be more suitable to reach out to him then. But wait, I'm saying that it's not quite appropriate recently. It's not very suitable to take the initiative to contact or make some efforts to make up. Perhaps we should give the other party some time to sort out, or see if they can digest their negative emotions. Can it be cleared? Of course, you can consider clearing through themes or mutual evaluation to easily pay attention to the other party and easily improve some of the negative emotions on him. Try to help them get out of this negative state sooner. At this time, both parties can have better communication. In the situation of recombination or development, adjustments must be made, and you should not hastily contact him because you can't get some results or responses you want. The above is the overall situation today. If you want to know more about some issues related to emotions, for instance, do I still have this feeling? Is it necessary to persist? If I persist, what should I do? What issues might arise during this process that I need to pay attention to, avoid, or resolve? I should solve them as soon as possible. You might wonder what he thinks at the moment, what his attitude towards love is, whether he still loves me, whether he is sincere to me, and so on. Feel free to reach out to me for any specific issues. We can analyze and help you solve them.